Namaste, humanity, light workers, star seeds. Today we want to talk about terraforming planet Earth. Terraforming planet Earth requires a lot of planning because humans, especially those in the corporate organizations, they have been destroying Mother Earth with all the digging for oil, gas, minerals, and also cutting down trees for, papers or whatever it is their money making excuses. This has been on my mind for many years in just wondering, when is humanity going to own up to learning to make amends with Mother Earth, having taken so much of her resources, all those digging and getting oil from within her, from her underground. There are serious repercussions for humanity to take away all the natural resources from Mother Earth. When they take away all the oil for for whatever things that they are selling for to the general populace, each time when they drill for oil, the lubrication within Earth itself, the lubrication, Earth inside, that below the crustal surface area, the ground that we are standing on, all right, within Mother Earth herself needs some kind of lubrication. It's just like human beings, right? All our joints, right? All these need lubrication, right? If these things hurt, that means due to aging for humans. But for Mother Earth, when you withdraw all her natural resources and you keep sucking dry of her oil and her natural resources, how do you think she's going to survive for so many thousands of years, millions of years that humans have been taking, plus all those extraterrestrials who come to Earth to go and take, who has been taking minerals out, from within Mother Earth. All right, you keep taking. So once within her state of being, all right, inside her, the oil that she needs to lubricate, plus all the water that has been drained, all the toxins that's been poured into her sea, her water bodies, right? There are serious repercussions for doing all these things. So it has been in my mind all this while for so many years, for on how to grow more trees. I'm sure that there are other countries who are other big nations, big countries, they are already doing that in growing more trees, right? But each of us, we have to do our own part to grow more trees instead of like building concrete things. I mean, it's understandable that you need the proper road for vehicles, right? But it's time that we put things back in to nature, contribute to nature, grow more trees, don't destroy natural weeds. I mean, if you grow something like the hummingbird vine that is so invasive, right? Because the roots grow very fast and they are like vines, right? And they populate your garden, and then they take over other plants, right? So it's the same thing. When we put in all these invasive plants, we have to dig them out and put in the native plants that is relevant to your area, to your zone, to your country. We have to start doing that. Start to give back to nature, start to give back to Mother Earth. Grow more trees, right? Places like in USA, they have all the deserts, right? I mean, it is time to find ways to to try to grow more trees, because the roots of the trees, they're underground, right? They interweave with each other. The roots of the trees, they actually talk to each other, all right? So the trees are actually the lungs of Mother Earth, the lungs of Mother Earth. All right, it rejuvenates the surface of Mother Earth. So we try to grow trees that is native to our own area, our zone. Like if you're in Southeast Asia, you grow more tropical plants that will make your place look beautiful. Or maybe you try to organize a neighborhood gardening club to grow more trees, tree shrubs, to beautify your place, right? So these are the things that we can contribute. Right now it is that people are only thinking of how to make money to feed the families, but during our free time, we can think about how to beautify our planet. All right, some of the people are saying, oh, why don't we just go to another planet and start over? No, if humanity has already done so much damage to Mother Earth, you have to try to make amends and doing things that you can give back to Mother Earth. We can't go to another planet and then do the same thing with the same habit, trashing with plastic bags all over the place, using toxic fertilizer and spraying all kinds of toxic liquid to kill weeds, so-called weeds. Do you know that weeds are the natural resources of Mother Earth? Weeds are actually natural resources of Mother Earth. We don't have the right. Do you think that when you buy a certain property or you own a certain property, do you think that it's yours? No. Mother Earth does not belong to you because some governmental system decide, or they decide that they own certain kind of land, so they use their land. They don't pay Mother Earth money for her land, right? So they claim that it is government land, and after that the government will sell to corporations or whatever to do whatever they want. This is stealing from Mother Earth. You just take the land from Mother Earth and say, okay, the government own this, or I own this, or you own this, and so you do whatever you want. All the rubbish that you do, all the spraying all kinds of toxic things. Take whatever you want. Go and mine something and then claim the mine, and then you keep taking out all the crystals, and you keep taking and you keep taking. You have to understand, these are natural resources. Now, once you take them out of it, crystals are Mother Earth's essence. it is part of her essence, you know. It is part of her divine organic essence. So when you mine it and you keep taking and taking and taking and taking, right? Do you know how long do these crystals and minerals take to grow? Huh? Millions, you know, millions of years. So what gives humanity the right to own the land? You know, it's so-called own the land, and then you just take and you take and you take whatever you want. You take the oil, you take the gas, you take the minerals, you take the soil and the rocks to make homes, that kind of thing, you know. Who is to say that it's free of charge? Who is to say that you can take it? I mean, Mother Earth has her own sovereign right, you know, her divine sovereign right as a sentient being, you know. But humanity keep on taking, take, sell, you know. These are greed, you know. They want money. Corporations, you know, governmental system, they want money. They sell land, they sell mountains, they sell rivers. And then when they sell rivers, people think that they own the river, and then they do weird things to the river. The river doesn't flow as they're supposed to naturally, right? They make dams, they build nuclear plants next to rivers, and then they what do you call it? And the river, the water, they are all contaminated. So it's time for humanity to give back, you know. Give back to Mother Earth. Right now, she's suffering so much. Why do you think that there are earthquakes and volcanic eruptions and stuff like that? It is because within her, you know, she needs to recuperate, she needs to rejuvenate, she needs to shift her energy and the frequency. You know, places where they take oil and take more oil, you know, Saudi Arabia. Why do you think that Saudi Arabia has got such huge desert? Why? Why is it barren? Because there's no more essence left. You know, they keep digging for oil in the sea, you know, from the sea, from their land, from the mountains, from underground. They keep digging and digging and taking, right? And they're living with all the jewels and all the beautiful homes with whatever knots, right? Where where do you think all this money come from? They rob Mother Earth of all this, of all of her essence, of all of her oil. She needs her oil and gas to lubricate herself. So when all her essence are stolen, you know, she needs to rejuvenate herself. So they have crustal movement. All right, her crustal movement would be like something is shifting, and then she needs to crack open somewhere, so that she can recalibrate, so that she can let something stagnant energy. All right, she need to break her crustal surface, all right, to rejuvenate. She needs to breathe, you know. Our skin needs to breathe, right? Our skin, all this needs to breathe. Why do you think that we are cleaning ourselves all the time, showering and putting moisturizer or whatever knots, right? Mother Earth is the same. She doesn't put on cosmetics. She can't put on lotion. She can't shower. She only gets rain, natural rain. You know, but what is taken from within her, inside of her, she needs to rejuvenate, you know. So right now, humanity, you know, in different parts of the world, you know, certain part of the world, you're going to have earthquakes, volcanic eruption, and this is all due to Mother Earth's needing to rejuvenate, needing to, you know, recover from what was taken from her. You know, as a healer myself, you know, and a light worker and a star seed, or whatever you want to label, right? We are constantly working to send Mother Earth so much love, all right, so much compassion, you know, to let her know that she's not alone. We are here for her too, you know. We are living on her surface. She is our mother. She's our Mother Earth. We grow things on her surface, in her soil. She allows it to grow. You know what kind of unconditional love there is for Mother Earth, to allow our fruit trees to grow, for our vegetables and food to grow, for the animals to roam, all right, all the cows and cattle and whatever food sources that humanity need, all right, you know. And then with all those factories, that's the abattoir, all right, that's a slaughterhouse for pigs, to slaughter pigs. Where do you think they throw all the pig's blood, all the carcass and stuff? Where do you think all these go to? You think that these organizations will know how to get rid of this, you know, responsibly? No, they just dump. It's the same with the toxic oil, toxic whatever chemicals in chemical plants. Okay, do you know where? Do you know? Is there even such a place as you can throw away toxic chemicals responsibly? No. Those people who say that, okay, you pay me money and I will get rid of all the toxic chemicals for you. You know where they put them? They put them in drums. And where do these drums go, people? Where do you think all these toxic chemicals go to? Where do you think all those slaughterhouse, all the carcass and all the blood and everything else, where do you think it goes to? It goes into Mother Earth. They just dump everything on her. They dump in places where the public won't be able to see. So we keep destroying Mother Earth, you know. All these organizations are making money, but they don't care where they dump all this trash. If you were to go to a farm, okay, just a regular farm, you don't talk about those big organization that is specialized in rearing pigs and cows or chicken, all right. Do you know how smelly it is? Let alone after you slaughter them with all the blood and all the innards and everything else all dumped together, all right, and then they're just going to throw it out in the hole that they just dug up, and they're just going to throw everything in there. Mass production of chicken, all right, chicken, half chicken or chicken parts or whatever. Where do you think all the feathers and all the innards go to? They just dig a hole and just dump it there, right? So it's time for humanity to give back, you know, to Mother Earth. Do you know that she has been suffering for millions of years? I mean, true enough, she has her own way of you know, turning things into rich soil and whatever, right? I mean, that's her natural pace, you know, to take back what was grown on her surface. But do you know that with excessive trash, how much can she take, you know, with, you know, oil spilling the ocean? You know, the oceans are all contaminated with all this rubbish, nuclear stuff, you know. So it's time for humanity to send her love, and tell her how much we appreciate her for housing us on her surface, you know, housing us on the surface, that we live on the surface, you know. I mean, we have an inner earth, you know, and our inner earth families, you know, from Telos, from the Agathans, you know, they are very responsible beings. They are from the fifth dimension, all right. They don't eat like humans. They you know, they have their own source of nutrition, all right. But they don't slaughter pigs and cattle and chicken and just dump the innards into, you know, dig a hole and just dump everything there. Or oil, you know, oil spill or excessive chemicals, you know, that got the that seeped out from whatever chemical plants, all right. Where do you think all these things go to, really, humans? Do you really understand? Or do you just want to put your head in the ground like an ostrich and then just hide in the sand and not want to, you know, acknowledge what has been happening for all these. Let's not talk about thousands of years. Let's just talk about these past 100 years, okay? The unconditional love that Mother Earth had shown humanity, all right. It is time that humanity, you know, show Mother Earth how much we love her and give thanks to her, you know, for our food, the soil that she enriches every time with her essence, you know. You think that the soil, the soil that we grow our food and for the animals, you know, for us to live on, for the trees to grow, you think that all these are it is through her divine essence, all right, through Mother Earth's divine essence, that all living things is able to thrive on the surface or inside her, all right. I mean, I can go on and on and on and tell you about, you know, what happened with the corporations and what they do, you know, how they destroy the air that we breathe in, all right, how they destroy the water with all the fluoride and whatever rubbish that, you know, all the chemicals they put in the water for swimming pools. Where do you think all this water go to? Chlorine. Where you think the swimming pool water go to? Huh? It's still be dumped into the surface of Mother Earth, right? Into her soil. We spray all those chemicals to keep the insect away from the fruit trees and the vegetables that they grow. All these are chemicals and toxins which we humans also have been consuming. We've been consuming all these toxins, and, you know, from our vegetables and our food. The big organizations, you think that they don't spray all those stuff? The fruits that we eat, the like regular apples or whatever, do you think that they are not sprayed? Of course they are all sprayed. All the bananas that's been shipped for hundreds and thousands of miles from wherever, do you think that they are not sprayed by the organizations? Of course it's being sprayed. We have all been consuming chemicals and toxins for donkey years, all right. So when we tell Mother Earth how much we love her, you know, thank you for her sustenance, to thank her. Thank you for your sustenance, Mother Earth, all right. It means a lot to her. It means a lot to her, because biologically we are very connected to her. Spiritually, in essence, we are very connected to her, because if we are not connected to her, it would be possible for us to survive on her surface. All right, you all have to understand this. We are all one. It is, we are all connected. You can go through any circles, through any way, in any way or form. We are still connected to her. You sure you can you cannot believe it. You can say, I don't believe it, you know, it's fine. But it's still the fact, you know, it's still a fact, and it's still the truth that we are all connected to Mother Earth. If I mean, you know, when we ascend, we are still connected to her. When she ascend, we also ascend. We are all connected. We cannot take her for granted anymore, you know. You have to give thanks to her, you know, because that's how we are going to ascend also. If we are not connected to her when we ascend, where are you going to? Huh? When light workers and star seeds say, okay, we are going to ascend to the 5th dimension, let's say. Excuse me. Where do you think the 5th dimension is at? The 5th dimension is still on planet Earth. Mother Earth already she already has a 5th dimensional grid here, where we are at. Where I'm seated right now, there is the 3rd dimension, 4th dimension, and 5th dimension, and even 6th dimension. For those advanced souls who are even more capable, they can even anchor the 7th dimension. Okay, and you are still in the same place. So that means where you are seated, where I am seated, there is a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th dimension. Okay, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th dimension, where we are seated, where you are seated at the same place. All the dimensions exist. All the dimensions exist. That's how we all ascend. You are not going somewhere else to heaven. Wherever you think heaven is, above you or above our planet. No. Heaven is here where you are seated right now. Heaven is here where I am seated right now. It is a matter of whether spiritually you're capable of anchoring that. When you anchor that within you, okay, on planet Earth, on Mother Earth, when we are capable of doing this, then we bring heaven on earth. That's the true meaning. That's the true meaning. Heaven on earth. While we are still on earth, as light workers and star seeds, alright, we are anchoring heaven on earth. Heaven means the 5th dimension, 6th, 7th. Some souls are ancient souls. They even go up to 9, 10, 11th dimension. But they won't be in human form, of course. Alright? So you have to understand, no matter which dimensions you go to, it will still be Mother Earth. You can occupy the same space, and you can be in different dimensions. How do you think that star seeds or light workers or those ascended masters, all right, how do you think that they ascend? How do you think that they ascend? They ascend by anchoring. Excuse me. They ascend by anchoring, securing, okay? Ground, anchor, and secure. The dimensions that they are going to, they secure it into the core of Mother Earth. This is what most star seeds and light workers are doing right now. Anchoring heaven on earth. Heaven is 5th dimension, where our galactic family is at. 5th dimension. Okay, you call it angelic realm, fifth dimension. So you have to understand, Mother Earth is here and now. It's not just the third dimension. All right. She agreed to come down to the third dimension is to assist humanity at the same time. All right, to evolve. You know, for souls to evolve, she allowed this to happen, and yet humanity has been, you know, making use of her to make money, steal her minerals, you know. So it's time now for us to give back and thank her for all that she had done and is still doing. We are still ascending with her into the fourth dimension for the new souls, for the young souls. For the young souls, yeah, if you don't know where you're going, you can go to the fourth dimension. Advanced souls will go to the fifth dimension. That means they will have already ground anchor and secure the fifth dimension on Mother Earth itself. All right. That's what we are doing now. Why do you think that light workers and star seeds, we are always so tired, you know? We are always so tired. Spiritually, there's a lot of work to do. First and foremost, you know, all of us have to do our own shadow work. Whatever wrongs we think that we have done, we reflect on it. All right. We review our life from whence we remember, you know, how old, if we ever remember, starting from how old we were up till now, you know, we try to review. If we ever did something wrong, we review, we reflect, and then we acknowledge the feelings that we had then, and then after that we thank, you know, all those lessons learned. We say thank you for teaching me, all the stuff that was done. And you know, when reviewing, we don't feel well because, you know, we said certain things or we did certain things that wasn't very nice, right? And then we say we are sorry for all those things that had happened. Or you know, we didn't reflect. We are always reacting all the time. So now we are reflecting from whence we remember how old we were. We keep on playing back. So we bring out the shadow within us, accepting the shadow as soul lessons. All right, accepting it as soul lessons. And then we say we thank you for teaching us all those things that, you know, that if we didn't have a chance to learn that we did wrong, we will never learn. So as long as you keep avoiding, say no, I didn't do this, if I did this because of this, no, you have to accept the shadow part of yourself. You accept the shadow part of yourself. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed of. What was done, it was because of soul lessons that we need to learn. All right, so we need to bring it up to the surface. This is called shadow work. All right, this is called shadow work. No, for the lay people, it's going to be very difficult to understand. We know that it's going to be very difficult to understand. That's what this podcast is for, right? Is to acknowledge that we also did something wrong, and that we have to bring it out in order to, whatever we feel, we acknowledge it and we bring it out. If you don't know how to bring it out, you write it down, doodle. You know, I was always angry all the time, you know, and I understand why now I was angry, because I was reacting. I didn't reflect. I was reacting all the time. So when I'm reacting, so So I do it in a physical form. I say, I say things that are not nice, or I act out in something that's not good, that is very bad, that was very bad. So we doodle, you write it down. And when you write it down, it is like a stamp to the universe and say, I understand now, and I'm sorry for all the deeds that I had done that hurt people, blah 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 blah. And then you keep writing it down, all right? And then you say that, I'm sorry to all those who were with me during this lifetime, or I did this to Mother Earth. I dump chemicals, I steal her minerals, and then I sell it for profit. I steal her oil and then I make money out of it. I feel ashamed, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But now I'm reflecting on it, on my past behavior, my past misdeeds, all right? And then you say that, I am sorry. I ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me. You must say it out. If you don't say it out, then write it down, right? Please forgive me for my past deeds. And then you say that I also forgive myself. It's very important. You must forgive yourself. You're angry, you hurt people, you steal things, all right? You do bad things, you hurt you hurt people, children. For those pedophiles, right? You hurt children, all right? For those who are cannibals, right? You eat human meat, right? You have to go through all your shadow work. All right, I'm being neutral here. Whether you're good, bad, or ugly, or you are Satanist, or whatever, you are still a human being. You still need to repent. You still need to say it out. You still need to do all these things, because if you don't, you will not ascend. When the solar flesh is here, you won't make it. You will not make it. All right. And this is the truth. I'm saying this to humanity in general, all right? Regardless of who you are. You have to do your shadow work. This is shadow work, This is serious authenticity. Serious spiritual authenticity. All right, you have to understand this. You must work on this. Work. Don't watch TV. Don't think of play, party, Please, it's time to do the work, Do your shadow work. Bring it out. I know it's very difficult. You feel shameful, you feel guilty, you feel embarrassed, but you must face yourself. I've been hearing a lot of messages about tarot readers and the kind of messages that they have been giving out, and some of them, really a lot of them, is the Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. All right, the Man in the Mirror. Why the Man in the Mirror? You have to look yourself in the mirror, look at yourself properly, and then go deep inside yourself, your essence, your soul. All right, your shadow is also a part of you. You are that shadow. The shadow is you, as my shadow is me, and I am my shadow. But I am not ashamed of it, because I'm a human being. I also do wrong things. I say wrong things. All right, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You have to acknowledge the shadow, because it is a part of you. You have to acknowledge that. You cannot just suppress it and you don't want to deal with it. No, you must deal with it. You want to ascend? You must ascend. Either you want to go to the neutral time, third dimensional timeline, or you want to go to the fourth dimension, or you want to go to the fifth dimension. All right. Our galactic family already told us, as long as you are like 51% good, okay, you don't need to be 100% good. You only need to be 51% good, which we generally people are, because we don't kill people. All right, we don't steal people's money, we don't curse people. I mean, if you really curse people, then there's going to be repercussions, because whatever you curse, whatever bad things you think of that person, it will boomerang back to you. All right, it will automatically boomerang back to you. Good, bad, and ugly, all will boomerang back to you. If you do good, it will come back to you. If you do bad, it will come back to you. All right, that's the law of the universe. You can't run away from it. Yeah, sure, you can say that I don't want to face it. Then don't do your shadow work. Don't ascend. Don't ascend. Then wherever you want to go, you just go. All right. You have to acknowledge yourself. Good, bad, and ugly is still you. It's all right. You know, we are here to learn. We are humans. You know, we are spiritual beings on a human journey. All right. We are human beings on a spiritual. We are spiritual beings on a human journey. We are spiritual beings on a human journey. This Mother Earth is a school for us to come down, to learn. I know it's not easy. Since when did anybody ever say anything is easy? When you incarnate on you know, on planet Earth on the third dimension, it's all about soul learning. We all choose our own path. Oh, this happened because of that person, you know, did something to me, so, you know, this happened. That is reaction. You can choose to react or reflect. So don't put the blame on other people. Don't put the blame on yourself either. Just understand that you're here on the soul journey, on the soul path, soul lessons. All right. Acknowledge that good, bad, and ugly, all you must acknowledge, and then work on your shadows. Doodle, write it down, write it down, write it down, and then forgive self, forgive others, forgive whatever situation. You give thanks for the soul lessons learned, and then you release. You keep releasing, releasing, releasing. Then when you shower under the shower, all right, or you pour water on you, you say, I release, I release, I release. Okay? I did something bad to Mother Earth, you know. I pour some toxic chemical in the, you know, into the ground. I ask for forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness, okay? And I reflect, and I learn my lesson. I forgive myself for doing that. I have already learned my lesson. I won't ever do that again. And I thank you for the lessons learned. Then you release. Release, 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 release. All right? You have to do your shadow work. Regardless of who you are, you work for a company because it's your job, or because you just do it without reflecting properly whether you're doing the right thing or not, or it was a mistake, or whatever. Is all right. You are a spiritual being on a human journey. You are learning. All right, Mother Earth will understand you. Then when you have released everything, then you send love to Mother Earth, and you say that, you know, thank you for the lessons learned, and I love you so much for being so kind and good to humanity, so kind and good to me, for all the food that you grow for us. Although we humans are doing the manual work, it doesn't matter. But with her soul essence, all right, with her soul essence, she's growing all this food for us, all the trees. So do your shadow work, all right? Don't ignore it. Because when you ignore your shadow work, that means you're ignoring yourself, you know. You have to understand this. Good, bad, and ugly is all you. It's all about you. Good, bad, and ugly is all about me. I have to do all the shadow work. I've been doing shadow work for so many years. All right? And sometimes I still feel that it's not done, and I'm still doing. All right? As an overachiever, that's the way we are, all right? We keep thinking of silly things and say, oh, maybe I did this, or I'm sorry, you know, forgive me, you know, I send you love, all right? So sometimes we overthink. Sometimes I overthink, all right? Because I feel too much. I feel too much, you know, too deep. And sometimes it's so deep that I really overthink, you know. It is amazing how we humans do things to ourselves, right? Overthink, always overthink, you know. Perhaps I did this and did this, you know. It's always you're always digging something up, you know, all right? And you think that, you know, this shadow work is like endless, all right? You know, it's all right. Sometimes you take a break, you know. You get very tired, you know. Spiritually, you get tired. Your heart gets tired. Your whole body gets tired. But you have to understand, each time when you do your shadow work, you are healing yourself. Good, bad, and ugly, all you heal yourself. You heal, and it's the most wondrous feeling, you know, because after that you feel very light. You feel very light and happy. All right. Or go for a swim. Then before you go into the water, you say, I ask for balance, I ask for healing, I ask for awareness, you know, I ask for spiritual awakening, so that I may reflect on all that I have done during this lifetime. You want to cleanse, you want to heal, you want to balance within yourself, you want to center yourself, you want to love yourself, you want to be sweet and kind to yourself, all right? That's how you begin to feel lighter and lighter. And all those little ailments, little illness, you know, like headache and sinus and whatever, pain, joint pain, whatever, you find that all this will start to lighten. It starts to get better and better. Because why? Spiritual cleansing is like oiling all your joints, cleansing your auric field, you know. Your auric field, you know, your auric field is an expansion of your essence. All right. The spiritually, when you are spiritually cleansed, and your spiritual your light quotient has gone up, your auric field will expand even further. All right, your auric field will expand even further. Do you know that archangels, when they are with you, do you know that the auric field is huge, you know? How do you think that they can heal? They can, Archangel Michael, how do you think that he can protect us? How do you think that he can protect humanity? Because his auric field, he's such a mighty archangel, mighty. I can tell you, I get goosebumps when I talk about Archangel Michael. He's my beloved brother. I love him so much. I love him so much. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to arrive at where I am at now. I love Archangel Michael so much, my beloved brother. And my father, mother, God, my godparents. Without them, I would have been gone a long time ago. You know? So the auric field is humongous, you know, it's expansive, huge. It can spread for hundreds of miles. You understand this? The auric field, their protective shield can expand. It's huge, it's very expensive, and it expands hundreds of miles. All right. So when you ask for forgiveness, you ask for healing from Archangel Michael, from Father, Mother, God. All right. Their loving support is amazing. It is magnificent. All right, it is magnificent. You it is like food to your soul, you know. It's food for our soul. It's healing, you know. If I ask our godparents, okay, my Father, Mother, God, and our one infinite creator, then I wish that one day I don't have to eat. I just live on their divine essence, you know, and I don't have to cook. I don't have to do grocery shopping. I don't have to do all these human things, all right? I just feed on their essence, and then I don't have to do all these human things, because it's so tiring, all right? It's so tiring. And you will feel so light and happy, you know. You're in joy, and you feel balanced and centered, you know. And for me, I have the most fun to play with is when I'm in this beautiful divine frequency. I love my abstract art so much, and my craft, right? I'm constantly inspired to create new things, to do new things, to do more of my abstract art, to do more of jewelry design, to redesign my wardrobe, that kind of thing. All right, my old clothes, I always make new things. I try to add new things on that kind of thing, right, to make myself happy. Because back in those days, during our days, my days, the baby boomers, we don't have Barbie dolls. Right, we don't have Barbie dolls. So now I take myself as a living walking Barbie doll, right? So I play, I create, I design, you know. I make myself pretty, you know. I make pretty clothes, redesign my wardrobe, right? I create, I design my own accessories, all right? And I do my abstract art, and I want to do whatever I want, you know. You know, I can redecorate my bedroom. I can, you know, if I don't like certain things, I will add colors to it, or the kind of thing. So all this inspiration, all this creativity, you know, where did it comes from? From our divine family. All right, you feel happy, so please do your shadow work. All right, what I'm saying is, do your shadow work. Do your shadow work and be a happy soul. All right, and then you'll be kind and sweet and kind to yourself. You will do wondrous things, you know. Things that you will never expect that you will do, like I'm doing all these podcasts, right? Never in my life would I expect me to do a podcast, you know. Some people call me antisocial. It's all right. They're speaking the truth. I'm not offended. It's all right. People can say anything about me, you know. It is all right, because it is their perception. It is their ego. It is their state of being. It is their mind. All right. I can't control their mind. They can say and do whatever they want. It is not my business. They say whatever they want. They can curse me whatever they want, you know. Whatever it is, it will still go back to them. Not that I wish them anything bad, but they have to understand, You know, whatever they say about me is going to go back to them. They are going to get the boomerang back to them, you know. So why get upset and, you know, make myself so sick in my mind every day thinking about all these stupid things? All right, it is ridiculous. So I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to do my art. I'm going to create this and create that, add more colors. You know, you see my piece of art there. This one is very old. This one is I started and finished this in 2010. And during the all the relocations that I went through, it got destroyed. It got ruined. So I'm trying to restore all my art pieces, all right? And even though it's old art and restoring them, the colors still makes me very happy. You see that? All these colors, it still makes me very happy. Just doing all these things, bringing colors into my life. So please, 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 add colors to your life. All right? Do your shadow work. The good, the bad, the ugly is still you. You are still loved by our Creator. All right, you're still loved by your whole gang of angels, by your ancestors, you're still loved by whoever it is, your guardian angels that's guiding you, by your higher self, by your oversoul. You are all loved, regardless of what you all did before. All right, do your shadow work. Don't be too judgmental towards yourself. All right, be sweet and kind to yourself. Oh, by the way, I started to eat chocolate, but it's a zero sugar. I found a zero sugar chocolate. One small piece. Every other few days, one small piece. So do your shadow work. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the dark. The dark within all of us is still a part of us. All right. Everything that you say, think, and do is all a part of you. Love it anyway. Love yourself anyway. Don't be judgmental. Just bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Like Mother Earth is, you know, opening her surface crustal for during earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, right? Yeah, she's bringing out all the negative frequency. She's releasing it and transmuting it and releasing it and recalibrating herself. All right, so her surface is like moving all the time, so she's also healing herself. So heal yourself like Mother Earth. Open up, expose it, bring it to light, bring the dark to light, bring the dark within us towards the light to be healed. Okay, ask our Creator to heal you. You must ask. If you ask, then they will teach you how. Then our Creator will teach you how to heal yourself, how to seek forgiveness for yourself, to learn to love yourself, to learn to be sweet and kind to yourself. That's also part of healing, by the way. All right. Namaste, human beings. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Bring all the shadow out and upward. All right, bring it out and upward. If you don't know what to do with it, you just say to our Creator. All right, you just say to our Creator, my dearest Creator, whatever I'm feeling now, I don't know how to deal with it. Please help me. You ask for help. Sometimes I'm so flabbergasted with what's going up on my mind, you know, being judgmental and that kind of thing. And, you know, I said, Father, Mother God, I don't know what to do with it, you know. Please help me. I surrender, you know. I surrender so much these few days, these few months, and actually these few years. Actually, I've been surrendering everything to our Creator, to our one infinite Creator, asking for help from my angelic family, my galactic family, you know. Or when I feel the pain in my body at the left side here, I felt the pain, and I surrender. I asked my Pleiadian medical team family. I said, my Pleiadian medical team family, I said, I feel the pain here. Can you help me, please? And I went to bed, and the next morning I felt fine. Yes, it's true. All right. Or you ask our Creator. I ask for healing. I feel the pain here. You say it out, right? Ask for help. I feel the pain here, or I feel the pain here, or I feel the pain here. All right. I surrender. Please heal me. I ask for healing. All right. So believe in it that you know you will be healed. That's the most important thing, you know. You must have faith, trust, and believe. Faith, trust, and believe, and ask for help. All right. Don't do everything on your own. You're not yet a superhuman, although you might arrive to be a superhuman one day. All right. But we are still nothing without our Creator. We are part of our Creator. So ask for help. All right. Just say, I surrender. You know, you're frustrated. You say, I surrender. I surrender to our Creator. Please help me. Please help me. You know, if you have to ask for it every day, ask. Ask every day, you know. I am shameless. I don't care if I'm really so tired, you know, so tired sometimes. I say, I surrender, you know, I surrender. Please help me, please. All right. I need to balance and center myself. Please help me. And the next day, after that, I feel better. I feel lighter, you know. Like rocks being lifted up from my shoulder, lifted off my shoulder, you know. So surrender your pain, release, surrender your frustration, surrender all your brain that is like, you know, you plan this, you plan that, you plan. It doesn't mean that everything will go things your way. You surrender and allow, you know, the unexpected to happen, because our mind is limited. Our Creator is unlimited. You must remember this. Surrender. All right. Namaste. I wish all of you so much love and blessings. So much love and blessings. That all of you will do well in your shadow work. And sending so much love to Mother Earth for all that she had done for humanity. Take care of our food. Take care of our water, our environment. All right? Love you all so much. So much. Do your shadow work. You are being loved by our Creator. This much I can tell you. It's a promise. All right? You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning. Be sweet and kind to yourself.